Hi friends, and look what I have for you today. That's right, we have Miniverse Make It Mini sneakers, 12 pairs to collect and make. I picked these up at my local Target. I thought we could have fun putting them together. So why don't we go and get started? With me as always for the difficult unboxing, Nate, the great, my box cutter. Although I shouldn't need Nate's help too much because these all have rip strips, but maybe the materials inside I might need help with. Now, if you aren't familiar with these new Miniverse Make It Mini sneakers, like I said, there are 12 to make and collect, cute different styles. There are identifiers for these, and they are penciled numbers. I'm going to show you here, if I can find it, right here. Okay, so just like with those Jurassic Park, the Make It Mini dinosaurs, the numbers correspond with the letter position, so this is going to be a number 1. So I don't know, I didn't bother looking up what each one means though. So we're gonna find out together, but just so you know, this is number 1, and away we go. Now, just so you know, I am going to open all of these first and then make them, so that way if you're only interested in seeing what numbers correspond with each sneaker, you'll know. And then if you wanna watch how they're made, then you can stick around for that too. Now, number 1 is Good Sneaks. These look like a very pretty pink sneaker. Oh my gosh, and I guess these are gonna be the decals that we're gonna put on the sneaker. But you know, pink is my favorite color. One of my favorite colors. Yellow is the other, in case you were curious. So that'll be cute. Little decals for our sneakers. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, a frickin' shoe box. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And it's got like the little paper inside too and everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess these are the which part are we making? Because it looks like most of the sneakers, I guess maybe we're making the treads, right? So this is the base of the sneaker. I don't know what you would call this. The body of the sneaker? No, because also the treads are here. So what are we making? Which part are we, how are we gonna get these sneakers to go together? I suppose if we keep paying attention, we'll find out, huh? And these are gonna be, yeah, so these are the tongues. And then, oh my gosh, everything was in here. Some super cute laces. I wanna say a shoehorn, but I sense that that is probably not correct. It's probably used for something else. What size were these, by the way? Will these fit me? They're size mini. My feet are a little bit bigger than that, unfortunately. Okay, so that's that one. What else do we have? I'm assuming we get a resin. We have a measuring apparatus. Indeed. We have a little measuring cup. And I guess the platform for making the molds. Again, I'm not sure which part of the shoe we're making, but we have left and right. Collector's guide, we're gonna look at that in a second. And then, oh, this is like a goo, interesting. For your soul, get it. But we're gonna take this, I'm guessing this is what we're gonna put in to make whatever we're making for these shoes. And then, of course, the papers on it, they give us even more instructions on what we need to do. But let's start with the collector's guide. So these are the styles we can get. Looks like we start with highlighter collection. I'm assuming so named because they look like the colors you would have with a highlighter. Then we have the Doodle Crew collection. We have our Kawaii collection. And then our GS collab collection, Good Sneaks collab collection. And I don't think I saw any, yeah, there's 12. And so this is 4 sets of 3, so that's all 12. So we don't have any rares or ultra rares with this. We're just getting some very nice sneakers. I will tell you, I do like these Doodle Crew ones. I think those are super cute. And like those ones in the middle there. Can you see them, the little bunnies? I think those are super cute too. And I like these pink ones right here. They look like, what do they call those old shoes? Like saddle horn shoes, like from a long time ago? I think so. So I like those as well. Those are the ones I would like to get. I believe we have this set, right, from the highlighter collection. Shall we move on to the next one? This is gonna be number 2. And the number 2 ball is, whoosh, looks like we have another one from the highlighter collection. This is yellow. Although you would think that it would be number 3, right? Since it's 3rd in this picture, but okay, that's okay. We're still with the first set, with the first collection. This is gonna be the highlighter yellow. Let's see how much different we are between this and the highlighter pink ones. There's the stickers. I don't know enough about shoe technology to know what all the different little parts of the shoe are. I know the basics of a shoe, the aglet, the tongue, the sole. But I'm not a shoe manufacturer by trade, so I'm not really sure what all the other parts are. I do love these little boxes. They're so cute. So the same kind of pieces as we had for the pink ones. These ones are just in yellow, laces and everything. And then yellow goo maybe this time? No, white. Okay, so the other one had pink goo. I don't know if you recall. This one looks like it's gonna be like a white goo. And then the molds, and then the guides. On to the next one. This is going to be number 5. So what is sneaker 5? If you guessed something from the Doodle Crew collection, you are correct. I believe this is going to be the blue one right here. Let's see what all comes in here. So we have the decals that are going to go on the sides. Measuring cup, shoe mold, box of sneaks. These are so cute. Aww. And here we have, so we have the tongues, shoe parts, soles, and this time we actually get some blue laces. Paperwork, and then our molding stuff, and in this case it is going to be a beautiful blue. Next ball. This one is going to be number 4. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be part of that Doodle Crew collection as well. Let's find out. Sneaker number 4 is another part of the Doodle collection. This one, I believe, based off the red that I'm seeing, is going to be that one right there. I like the Doodle collection, so I'm pleased that we have 2 of the Doodle collection. And inside is little decals, measuring cup, the sole material, beautiful red, shoe mold, and the shoes themselves. A nice, beautiful red, also with red laces as well. Next ball, the number on this one, it's gonna be the number 8. Number 8, I'm guessing that is, let's see, 3 in each series. That's gonna put us in the Kawaii collection. Let's find out. And sneaker number 8 is indeed part of that Kawaii collection. And I believe it is that one right there. Let's see what it comes with. We have our design decals, our box of sneaks. Ooh, I like this minty color, very pretty. And then the laces are gonna be like a minty color as well. Very nice. Sneaker mold, measuring cup, and the goo that goes on the bottom is pink for this one. That's gonna be an interesting, that mint and pink is gonna be an interesting combination. Our next ball, this one is number 9. And I'm gonna guess it's in the I believe it's still in the Kawaii collection set. So hopefully this one will be the bunny one. Let's find out. And sneaker number 9 is sadly not the bunny one. I believe this is gonna be the sunny one here. But let's see what we get. Decals, measuring cup, the mold, the sole material, which we're going with the minty green this time, and the sneakers themselves, which are, I'm assuming, gonna be like a yellow, yeah? Yep, yellow with yellow laces. I do like yellow. I'm okay with these. I can make my piece. Last ball, and it is the number 11. And number 11 is, it's not the one I wanted, but this is actually super cute now that I can see the pictures up close. These are cute. I will also accept these. It looks like some sort of ramen collab. Let's see what is all in here. Here's our sneaker decals, measuring cup. Our sole material is gonna be a black sole. Black like your soul. Shoe molds. Now that I can see this box, it says Ichi ni San Foods. Super cute, okay? And, oh my gosh, it's a drawer style? Oh, that's cute too. Okay, so we're going for kind of like an orangish with like noodle colored laces. I love that. I will accept that. That's cute. And we've got a lot of sneaker goodness going on here. It's time to make the sneakers. I'm gonna start with those yellow highlighter ones. I'll practice with those. And then as I improve, like we can work our way to my favorite pair, which I think is gonna honestly probably be the ramen one. Okay, so I'm gonna say what I always say, which is it looks fairly simple, but we'll see how it goes as I'm going. For starters, we're gonna start by putting the shoes together. And then the very last step that we're gonna do, basically where you're gonna take these, mix these together in their little measuring cup, and then that's gonna cause them, I'm assuming, to become like some sort of resin, like a jelly resin or something like that. And then you're gonna pour them in here, and you're gonna set the shoes on top of it and let it sit for 1 hour. So I'm gonna do them all at once and then let them all sit for the hour, and then we can come back and see how my shoes turned out. But let's start with this. So first thing they want us to do, they're wanting us to attach these pieces. All of these are each left and right as well. So this one, as you can see here, this is a left. So I need to find my left matching thing here. There's that part. Do the same for this one. There's that. And now we add the top part of the shoe. This is the left. Can I do this? I'm skeptical, but there's that one. We have our shoes made. Now they want us to add the little decals. So here's all the stuff for the left shoe and then all the stuff for the right shoe. And I'm a perfectionist, so it's really gonna upset me if I don't get this perfect. And there is the left shoe complete. Does it bother me that everything doesn't line up perfectly? Yes. But it's a tiny sneaker. I'll be okay. And by the way, if you're making these and you're not sure and you're looking at the stickers and you're like, how do I know which parts go where? You just want to make sure, I don't know if you can see this here, these grid, like you know how it's gridded, that's always going to be the bottom of the sneaker. So just make sure when you're looking at the stickers, the grid part goes to the bottom, and then it should fit into the shape. Right shoe is finished as well. I gotta say, I'm improving. My skills are already improving with this sticker application. We have the outsides of the shoes ready to go, and now we need to add our soles. So, according to this, we are going to snap these apart, and then we're going to put in A, and then we're going to put in B, and then we're going to mix them for 1 minute. But before I begin any of that, allow me to introduce my friend Dixie. Plate. I like to use this whenever I know I might make a huge mess. And I meant to tell you, by the way, these actually have a bit of like a foamy texture to them. They have a foamy feel. Okay, so we're gonna pour in A to mark A. Whoa. Okay, let's see if that's good. I'd say so. And now we're gonna add B, which I'm guessing this is like the coloring, right? It's gonna be the color, but also what helps the whole thing kind of stay together. And now we are going to stir this up, and we're gonna stir for 1 minute. Okay, so we stirred for 1 minute, and now we're gonna add to these molds. Now this does have a little line on it. You don't want, according to the picture, you want basically the shoe mold to stop at the black line. So I'm gonna see if I can't do this. Pour gently and pour slowly while I do this. So bear with me if the camera gets a little hinky. Stuff there. It seems like that's gonna be a decent amount. The problem with this, it's not spreading, I guess, is my issue with this. It's not spreading all the way from one end to the other, so it's kind of up to me. Now, I'm supposed to put the shoes into the goo and then clean up around the edges. First shoe in, I'm not sure how far, I'm just gonna gently push them. This is a practice one. I don't wanna push too far. Now this will be set aside for 1 hour to cure, I guess. We're gonna do the pink highlighter ones next. Dump these pieces out and get them attached. Let's put our stickers on. Now on to the right one. There we have it. I gotta say, I like the contrast for the pink ones better than the yellow ones. It's hard to tell the shade difference. It's much easier to tell on these ones. Now, let's go ahead and make our soles. And add our beautiful pink. And then stir for 1 minute. And now we're gonna fill our molds. Now it will be much more obvious if I put too much in and you see it gooshing over the sides, and maybe that was a fool's move to add more liquid. Seems to be going okay. Ooh, look at me. No overspill on this. I like it. The shoe. Perfect. Now we also set these aside to cure. As you can see, I have chosen to do the blue Doodle Crew next. So let's get our sneakers out and start assembling. Sticker time. Left shoe, right shoe, and then left shoe, right shoe. Do we get to choose? Are they letting us choose which kind we want to do? Oh my goodness, what kind? I want to do the black. I like the black idea. This one, I will say, you don't have tons of pieces. You literally just have the tongue sticker and then it wraps all the way around. I'm not sure which I prefer because this one, it's harder to make sure you get it absolutely lined up perfectly because you just get one piece, but it is seamless once you actually get it on there. So I'm of two minds. I'm gonna do the left one next. Both shoes are now ready for soles. Be time. And now let's mix it up for 1 minute. Let's pour it into the mold. These ones I wanted to keep a little thinner just because I don't want to ruin the pattern on the side. Like, I don't want to lose that. And I know it's gonna get lost. I hate that because it's so pretty, but hopefully it'll still turn out looking really pretty. This one is peeking out just a little. All right, let's set those aside for an hour and see what happens. All right, on to the next shoes. This is gonna be the other set that I have in the Doodle Crew collection. Okay, the sneakers are ready. Time to add the stickers. Just like last time, I get two options. This time I'm gonna go with the red. What do we think? Cute, right? All right, let's get some soles. And now we'll add in our color. Time to mix. All right, let's pour it in the mold. And time to dunk the sneakers. They're so pretty. I hate to ruin the bottoms. Ooh, gentle. I'm supposed to push it all the way to the bottom. This is too much goo. It should peel off, theoretically. It should peel off once it hardens anyway. So it's just I don't want it to mess up the look of the fabric. Yeah, these ones seem a little bit more shallow than the other ones I've done. The shoes themselves, I mean. I'm just gonna let those sit like this and we'll see how they turn out. Next up is our cactus shoes. Let's put them together. Shoes are built. Let's get the stickers on. They gave us two different options. I feel like I don't want to go too heavy on the green, so I'm gonna go with this one, I think. And there we have it. These are pretty cute, I have to admit. Now it's time to make the soles. Pretty pink. And then stir it together. Let's fill the mold. All right, let's put the shoes in, dip the shoes. It's not too bad. All right, let's set these aside to cure. Next up, we have our sunny yellow sneaks. Let's open those up and get going. The shoes are built, and this is interesting because these are kind of like low tops. Or shoes. I don't know if these actually qualify as low tops. Maybe they're just regular sneakers. Let's get some stickers on them. Again, they're giving us two choices. I'm gonna go with the pink. And there we have it. Super cute. Let's get the soles on. In a nice minty green. And let's mix for 1 minute. Let's fill our molds. Let's gently put the sneakers in. Let's set these aside so they can harden. Here is our last set of sneakers that we're gonna prep. Okay, the shoes are built. Time for the stickers. Again, they give us two styles. This time, I'm gonna go blue. Okay, I lied. I ended up doing one of each because I realized that this one is a sushi one and I really like the ramen concept. So we have one shoe that is blue and one shoe that is peach, and we're gonna be okay with it. And now we're gonna make the soles. Going for, looks like a nice black here. And now we mix for 1 minute. And now let's fill the molds. Let's set the shoes in there. Oh, I don't want to ruin these are so pretty, but I gotta get them in there. Not too bad. Didn't come up too high over the edges. What about this one? What about my ramen shoe? Let's set these to solidify. All right, it's been over an hour now. Are we ready to see what these sneakers look like? Start at the back. And they say that we're supposed to peel them out by the toe first. So let's do that. And hopefully they turned out okay. Not bad, it looks pretty decent. Right, looks like it's pretty well attached, impressive. Okay, put that there. Grab this one. Peels out nice and easy. Pretty decent tread all the way around. I'd say the only thing right here is it's a little bit low, but I still managed to get the bottom, which is the important part. On this one, looks like it's a little bit uneven. They still stand straight, like they still balance well, but this is kind of the same thing. It's a little bit uneven all the way across. On to the pink ones. How'd we do here? I wonder if they're all gonna look kind of like that, like off balance. Gently. Not bad. I like this. And it's, by the way, it's kind of like it's like a rubbery feeling. It's not like a resin. It is more like rubber. And the other one peels away super easy as well. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, next set. Oh, this one, Okay, so maybe this is just a little bit of extra material on the edge there. I don't think this one turned out quite as well. They do have instructions for you where you can actually pour a little bit more out and use kind of like a toothpick to fix these spots if you wanted to. I'm not going to because it doesn't bother me that much, but you can tell definitely where some of mine was a little bit thinner. This one had a really good logo because it's not white on the bottom. I think this is a little too see-through for that one to work. That one is the same thing. It's a little too see-through, but with this, pretty sharp. All right, what about these ones? How did we do? Okay. Marks are cute as well on this one. Unfortunately, you can see the bottom underneath. This one, it's pretty sheer. I don't like that you can see the black part right there. What about the other friend? Well, this one I think has a little bit of extra. We can probably just peel away and clean it up. But yeah, this one's kind of the same thing. I don't like that I can see. Maybe I just need to put the sticker lower on this one. On to these ones, my little kawaii ones. Ooh, that one's a little tricky. Is it? Oh, that's gonna be a really sheer. This one did not turn out as well. Let's try the other one here. So we're gonna remove it. Okay, this one held up a lot better. This one turned out a lot better here with the tread. Uh-oh, nope, we got a couple gaps in the back where it must have been a little too thin. I should do these next. Should do them in the order that I made them. Gentle. Oh, and these are just the sneakers. Turned out pretty cute. This one did pretty well. The tread seems to be, other than like, ooh, right there, the tread seems to go pretty well all the way around. And then this one, gently, gently. There we go. We have an air gap right there, looks like. Oh, a lot of gaps. This one did not turn out so good. All right, these ones should have plenty because I can see it's risen up around the edges, so this should have plenty of coverage, I hope. Ooh. Oh, this one's lagging. I should have poured more. I was trying. The canvas is just so pretty. But this one, oh, is this gonna be another low one? This one, yeah, right here it's Along this edge right here, you can tell that it kind of missed the mark. These turned out overall pretty well. Why don't we go ahead and give these some laces? And there we have it. What do you think? Honestly, I think these turned out pretty cute. I'm not the best sneaker creator, but I have to say it was still really fun to do. Lacing these all was not my favorite. This actually took me an entire hour to lace these 14 tiny shoes. But yeah, the designs are super cute. Which would you say is your favorite and which would you say is your least favorite of these? I think my favorite design is probably gonna be that one right there. My least favorite, I'm so sorry, I love yellow and I love pink and I thought I would love it more, but it's probably this one because it seems a little and you can tell it's already fraying a little bit along the edges there and they're just so basic. I'm so sorry. Do I recommend these? Yes, even if you're not a sneaker aficionado, I recommend getting at least one of these capsules just to try, just to have fun making the sneakers from scratch. It's kind of fun. And the rubber on the bottoms, I will say, I was not gentle when I was lacing these, and the soles really held up really well. Like they didn't peel off, they didn't come off. Even the ones that were already not holding on that great, they still did a good job staying put. This is what I have for you this time around. Thank you so much for joining me. I always enjoy spending time with you, and I will see you next time. Bye!